This started with a really small project, but then I had an idea and it blew up. Originally, I wanted to show how different engines had different movement systems, so I fired up Unreal and started taking some notes. Then I fired up Unity and started making some notes on that one. All of this was meant to be so I could show you how that bug in Subnautica happened. At some point in this whole process of thinking about movement and directions, a single thought floated across that vacant void between my ears. What if Pac-Man had a gun? Okay, then let's go. Hello and welcome. I'm going to turn an eating game into a survival shooter. Games can take years to make, and I gave myself just 7 days. Along the way, I'll be showing you all the pieces that go into a game. I wanted to make Pac-Man more modern? Yeah, let's go with modern. Now, I'm just one guy. I'm not going to be making any models because I don't want either of us to cry. So, majority of the assets will be pre-made. Most of this stuff is free and I'll have links in the description. The first day was mostly me making notes, finding assets, and figuring out what I wanted to use. It's Pac-Man, so we needed some ghosts, fruit balls, Pac-Man, and gun. It took a little bit of doing, figuring out how to add a gun to Pac-Man, seeing as the basic game lacks in the firearm department. Here's the plan. I'll make a map with some walls, then make some Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. E. After that, I'll get into adding Pac-Man and the gun. Normal Pac-Man, you run around collecting these little white dots and dodging these ghosts that'll instantly kill you if you run into them. There's 4 bigger pellets on the map, and those make you immortal. For a little bit. While I was digging around, I found this quote from the original game's creator.
I thought that one of the things women like to do is eat, so I started working on a game concept based on eating.
Wow, that did not age well. Very first choice we need to make is what editor to use. Will it be Unreal, Unity, or Source? Well, if meme tier shovelware, like every scam mobile game, hasn't made my choice obvious, let's look at the merits of each. Unreal has some really good performance. For the player, I mean. It runs great, it looks great, it's buttery smooth, and uses C++. Since it's so well optimized, it's really good for massive AAA projects, but it's a little bit overkill for this. Next up, Source Engine. Source Engine is what Valve uses. The public world uses Hammer for level editing, and not even Hammer users like Hammer. Last on our candidate list is Unity. Unity's a little quirky, performance is definitely lacking, but boy, it is quick to get a game up and running. For this one, we're going with Unity. It's mostly a personal preference, but Subnautica was also written in Unity, and I promised I'd explain the movement bug. I'll be back for you, Unreal. Let's start with the ghosts. Okay, well they really don't have to be ghosts, but I do need something for you to run away from. Let's see what's on the asset store. Oh hey, it's that dude from the music video. That's really well done, Jahani, but it's also IP and not intimidating. Oh, now we're on the right track. That hair, though. No. The goal is for the player to run away. Oh, no way. It's like they knew. All right, perfect. On to the gun bit. This one should be a little easier than finding some spooky ghosts. Bang! One and done. By the way, all you modelers out there make some really nice stuff. I'm enjoying just looking at all these models. What about walls? Should we do fancy walls? Let's do fancy walls. Ooh, all right, here we go. They're vertical? They're walls. Asset shopping list is done. Now let's get started. We just need a project name.
Pac-Man, the Glockening.
Bandai would probably do something involving a lawyer. Gatman it is. We're ready to rock. Everything is looking a little barren though, so it's time to import all those lovely assets. That ghost model, no, not that one. That one. That ghost model was made with Blender, and it's also a complete mess, but I repeat myself. When Blinky runs around in a little circle, that's actually part of the animation and not part of the scripting. Blinky is technically holding still. It looks fine, but it'd actually make doing anything with this model absolute hell. If I wanted it to work as is, I'd have to add some math that would track the circle real time to add the collider, and then undo the circle so the ghost would look like... Yeah, that sounds really confusing because it is. It'd be easier to just fix the problem in the animation. Aside from fixing Blinky's animation problem, I haven't really changed anything, and this is the scale they were imported. I just brought them in and made sure they'd actually load, but that's it. We have our gun arms. Yes, when you're playing a first-person shooter, you're a floating pair of arms. Sometimes you're a body with no head. Right next to that, we have our ghost. Do you see it down there? It's right here. Don't ask why he's white and not pink or yellow. That's racist, and also we'll get to that later. Last, I have a wall. It's a modular set, so I didn't import the whole bundle, just the one. The fruit drops are all here too. Our strawberry, the not Galaga ship, and grapes the size of a train. The scaling might need tuning on all these. Down in the lower left, you can see I have a models folder that has all the pieces of our game. There's one scene, the actual environment, that gets loaded, and I only need the one. No scripts at all, we're going to be writing all those from scratch. Don't worry about that last folder. Sorting out the ghost model in Blender took a while, but all the stuff we need to actually make our game work is here. I think that'll do for the day, and next time we'll be putting all this together into the map. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment below on what types of videos you'd like to see next. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.